Okay guys, we're working on area of a regular polygon. Now these steps work for any polygon, no matter how many sides there are, but it has to be a regular polygon. And what we're going to do is we're going to split this regular polygon up into triangles, and then use what we know about triangles to figure out the area of the whole thing. Now the first thing I want you to notice is that if I draw another side length right here, you'll see that I can split this six-sided polygon into 6 congruent triangles. Okay, so when it says calculate the central angle, I'm going to take 360 degrees, because I'm trying to find this angle right here, and divide it by 6, because I know they're all congruent. So if I divide it into 6, that's going to give me 60 degrees. Okay, and this 6 is from the number of sides. So that means that this angle right here is 60 degrees. Okay, if it was an 8-sided, I would divide 360 by 8. Okay, and now it says draw the right triangle on the picture and separately. So right now I don't see a right triangle, all I see is a 60-degree angle. But if I drop this height right here, and I know it's perpendicular to the base, this is now a right triangle. Okay, and if you look down at the formula, it says 1/2 times the number of sides, which we know is going to be 6. The side length, which we don't know right now, that would be this side right here. And then it says the apothem. This height right here of the triangle is the apothem. So we don't know that either. So we have to solve for that. So now it says draw the right triangle on the picture and separately. We already have the triangle on our picture, but now let's draw it separately. Okay, this is the right triangle that I'm pulling out to the side, so we can do some special work on it. Okay, we had this side is 60, and this whole angle right here is 60 degrees. So then this angle right here is going to be half that, because we're split it up into 2 triangles, which is 30. And now it says solve for the missing sides using SOHCAHTOA. Well, I'm going to label 30 as my theta. I'm going to go opposite down here, adjacent right here. Let's start by solving for opposite. So 6 is my hypotenuse. So it says sine is when I use opposite over hypotenuse. So my equation is this: sine of the angle equals the opposite side over the hypotenuse, which is 6. Now let's solve for opposite. Sine of 30 is 1/2 equals opposite over 6. Multiply both sides by 6. Remember, this is sine of 30, you can just plug in your calculator, so you can get 0.5 or 1/2. Multiply both sides by 6. So 1/2 of 6 is 3, so that means the opposite side right here is 3 units long. Now this 3 is the same as this 3. Okay, next let's solve for the adjacent. Well, adjacent is a over h, so that's going to be cosine of 30 equals a over the hypotenuse, which is 6. Okay, cosine of 30 on your calculator is going to give you 0.866 equals a over 6. Multiply both sides by 6. So I get 0.866 times 6 gives me 5.196 equals A. So that's my adjacent side, 5.196. Okay, so that's this height right here, the apothem, 5.196. Okay, so we took the central angle, which is 360 degrees, divided by the number of sides. We used that central angle to draw a right triangle. But remember, it's going to be half of whatever that central angle is. That's going to be your top angle. Then from there, we use SOHCAHTOA. We used it twice because we had to find the opposite and the adjacent side. And now, last step, plug into the formula. The formula says 1/2, the number of sides, which is 6, the side length, but that would be this whole side length. And right now, we only know that this chunk right here is 3. But if they're split up into 2 congruent parts, that means that side's going to be 3 and this side's going to be 3. So the whole side length is going to be 6. Okay, so the side length is 6, and the apothem we found, which is the height of that triangle, is 5.196. So my area equals 1/2, 6 times 6 times 5.196. So 6 times 6 times 1/2 times 5.196 is going to give me area of 93.528 units squared. Okay, now please take a second and go pick up the homework worksheet. Once you have the homework worksheet, I will explain how to do number 2, and then 3 and 5 will be your homework. So please go pick up that homework worksheet now. Okay, so we're going to do number 2 together. 3 is your homework, and 5 is your homework. Okay, so step 1. Step 1 is find the central angle, which is 360, divided by the number of sides, which is 6. So that's going to be 60 degrees. So I'm going to draw that triangle, which is going to be 60 degrees. Okay. Step 2 is to draw the right triangle using the apothem, okay, on the picture and off the picture separately so we can see what's going on. Well, the right triangle splits that 60-degree angle into two 30-degree angles, but now my hypotenuse is actually 4 instead of 6 from the example problem. Okay. Next, it says we got to use SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA to solve for the side length and the apothem. Okay, so here's my theta. I got my opposite side, my adjacent side, and my hypotenuse. So if I want to solve for my opposite, which is O over H, I'm going to use sine of 30 equals O over 4. And sine of 30 is 1/2 equals O over 4. Multiply both sides by 4. That's going to give me 2 equals my opposite side. So this is 2 units long. But then I also need to find the adjacent side. So A over H, which is cosine of 30, equals A over the hypotenuse, which is 6. Cosine of 30 is 0.866 on your calculator. And then we can multiply both sides by 6. Oh, that's awkward. You guys, it's 4. The side length is 4. I'm thinking about the practice problem. Okay, 4 right here. Multiply both sides by 4. So we get 4 times 0.866, which gives me 3.464 is the adjacent side. So this is 3.464. Now, if you look at your picture, that means this little chunk right here is 2. This is 3.464, the apothem. But remember, we need the whole side length, so that means this other chunk is 2, so the whole side length is a 4. And now I'll just plug it in the formula. Area equals 1/2 the side length, or the side number, which is 6, the side length, which we calculated is 4, and the apothem, which is 3.464. Multiply that all together. Which is 41.568 units squared. Okay, try it out, guys. Good luck. You got to do 3 and 5.